Welcome back to our Final Fantasy Origin walkthrough. In this episode we're going to be doing Memories of Wind at the Flying Fortress. Let's get cracking. Okay, so we've got quite a few bits and bobs to do. Quite a tricky boss fight as well at the end of this stage. We're going to be rocking White Mage and Thief for now, although we have to level up some Ronin. So I should switch to Ronin at some point soon. So I think the average equipment level for this stage is 40. I'll just double check that in a second. And ours is 36. So a little bit lower, but it's fine. Let's pop party members into limit break mode. Let's just double check the thing. So average equipment level is 36. Yeah, mission level is 40. So somewhere around that point should be absolutely fine. Let's get cracking on through. I think this is the stage that's got some like a bunch of sort of like switches and things. You have to like activate certain doors, activate certain elevators using various switches. So we have to keep our eyes peeled for those. So that one has just activated this. Basically, if you look at the sort of like the frame of the door, it's kind of like gone a white-ish color. So that means it's good to go. And I think before it was red. So basically, if we see those switches, we have to press them and activate the doors and the elevators. It does get a little bit trickier because it sometimes like throws up some barriers and blocks us from going certain directions and stuff. So. But yeah, other than that, let's just let's get smashing on through. So I'm going to switch to Thief. Pop some points into Thief. Can hit the enemy into these electric fences if you want to. This is the barriers that I was talking about earlier. These things can sometimes block our way and be a bit of a pain in the butt. But yeah, let's just get cracking on through. Smash through those. Party members are in limit break mode. That'll do. I sometimes flick target and switch target when I'm doing the soul burst, just because it kind of like angles the camera a little bit better, and I can kind of like line up where I'm going, if that makes sense, and I can see what the enemies are doing. So I kind of like flick that. Flick the right stick across so I can kind of like line up what I'm doing next, basically, and also see if an enemy is kind of like, you know, casting a spell at us or shooting us or something, so we can be ready for that. So this is red at the minute, meaning that it's not going to work, so we have to push on through, press the button at the end, which obviously is going to activate all the stuff. So let's pop that. Then just smash all the things up. Let's do what Jack does best. Kills chaos. Yeah, so just smash through those. And that has activated this, so we can jump on in, press the button. Remember to keep on top of your gear as well, so, you know, keep checking your battle settings. Press select, equip best gear, or you can, you know, manually set your gear if you're looking to get specific affinities or whatever, you know, whatever works best for you. I usually just press back, to be fair, most of the time. Just keep it short and sweet with the gear settings. So White Mage could do with a bit of leveling. What we'll do, I think, is switch out Thief for a little while because we need to start leveling up Ronin. So if we switch Thief to Ronin and then press back and grab all the good stuff, probably not going to have any combo abilities for now, so we'll just leave that for now. But if we go to job trees, we should have some anima shards, at which point if we go to all, find Ronin, pop some shards. Well, I've got one, but, you know, one's better than nothing, I suppose. Oh, maybe not. So yeah, we're going to be focusing on this for a little while until we get the samurai down the bottom there. So let's whip out the Ronin class for a little bit. So it might be a little bit spicy because it's quite low level, so it's not going to do a lot of damage. So I need to play it like pretty safe. As you can see, we take a lot of damage, so we just need to be careful. At first, it's basically going to be our party members that do a lot of the damage for us. Wow, this is so low. But ideally I do need to level it, so we're just kind of mission it out for a little bit. Go back up and heal. That's why I usually go for White Mage as the other job, because what will usually happen is we'll probably smash through potions like really, really fast. So what we might need to do is switch to White Mage and rely on their cures from the White Mage to level up Ronin. And that's the best way that I've kind of found to level up lower jobs, lower level jobs in higher level areas, if that makes any sense whatsoever. To be very careful of that. Just going to back up a little bit, let the party members go for it. So for this particular stance here, I forget the name of what the stance is actually called. But basically, to do this, you just hold down RB or R1 until you're in a certain stance, and you just keep smashing RB over and over again. And you basically just like slice and dice about 1,000,000 times. Pretty much deletes most enemies in your path. Just going to go for a cure there from White Mage. We have a switch here. Don't know if we should press it yet. I'm just going to quickly check out, because I think there's like a secret area in this section, if memory serves. Yeah, that's where we came from. And I think that is the way to go. Just going to press this real quick, see what that triggers. We got a way down there. And a way up there. I think both ways are active, but the actual secret, although this is going to be pretty spicy, because I think it's a Tonberry. Tonberry and friends. So we might need to go White Mage for this, because this Ronin class is probably going to get absolutely annihilated at level 7. So essentially, because this is lower level, the Ronin at level 7, its stats are just a lot less, essentially. So you take a lot more damage, you've got less health and all that stuff, so that's why I think we'll just go for White Mage actually here. Because it's going to get a bit spicy. So Lightbringer might be a good... In fact, we'll go Lightbringer for this. Just burst the enemies into the fences. So I'm going to take out the sort of like the soldiers first. Not sure what Jack's doing these. Going a bit wild, but it's all good. Sometimes to kill chaos, you gotta go a bit crazy. So yeah, that's that. Get some extra lore here if you want to read through it, feel free. You can get the extra bits and bobs in the chest there. This bit is basically just all loot, essentially, so make sure to go to your battle settings, whip it all on, and go back to Ronin again. For the most part, I'll be dropping anima shards into Ronin, because you just need to get it leveled up as quickly as possible, really, so you don't want to be too squishy. Especially for boss fights. When we come to the boss fights, we ideally want to like equip the higher level stuff. Just going in with like a level, 4, 5 or 6 job in a boss fight is going to be a bad idea. Especially later on in the game. So that's the sort of like secret room. Other than that, if memory serves, I don't think there are any more secrets or secret rooms as far as I'm aware, but maybe we'll bump into something. Just gonna go straight for the thing here, so hold down RB into your stance and then just smash it. There we go. I'll do. So the katanas are just insanely powerful with that stance, and basically just RB spam. So anything that's in your path will just get deleted essentially, which is really handy. So other than that, we can hop forward. Keep forgetting to use flee and stuff. Just gonna check that crate. Is it just a one random suspicious crate? Oh, never mind. Other than that, we can push on forward. Looking good. This bit can get a bit spicy, I think, so gotta be careful. So I'm gonna press this. I think we can press a button in the middle once again. What you could do if you want to is pop a spell on first of all, like Regenga or something, just to make sure that you're ready for the fight. Party members into limit break mode straight off the bat. We're not doing massive damage, but I need to mission it out for the EXP, so we'll focus on the ads first. There we go. This Guardian over here. RB spam. Best can spam. Flick target over to Ogre. And party members have already taken the break gauge down, so perfect. Other than that, let's take a little look around. We've got a button in the middle. I think what you could do if you want to is press that and then head on over to the elevator. I think it takes a little while to bring this down. I think it's designed so you kind of like press it and you might have to fight off those enemies for a little while whilst this elevator is on its way down, but we kind of just deleted them anyway, so. But yeah, other than that, as long as you press this in the middle, and press the button on the elevator, it should be good. Technically, if you want to, you can skip that fight, but it's up to you really, if you want to skip it or take them out. Choice is yours. If you're following my sort of build here, what we're going for, then definitely take them out because you need the experience points to get what we need. Okay, so far so good. Grab the cubes. I'm unsure if this is a boss fight coming up. Just going to level up some Ronin, so we are headed towards this bottom left node, the Samurai, so I'm just going to pop some points down there. Just level up anything really at this point, just whack it into anything, it's all good. I'll do. If we have some anima shards, just going to double check. We got two, going to pop those into Ronin. Level that up a little bit. We should be alright, even though Ronin is only level 12, which might make this a bit spicy, but it's fine. Feeling confident, so we'll go for it. I think it is a boss fight. So we've got White Mage at 23, Ronin at 12. Just going to double check the settings there. Because if it goes really wrong with Ronin, I'll just whip out White Mage and just rely on that. So should be good. Let's take a look. Oh, it's not actually the boss fight, it's another section, so it's all good. Just be careful of falling down here. If you do fall down, you just have to run all the way back round. It's not too bad, so don't worry about it. Just going to get a light ring here. I need to be careful. You've got a lot of turrets here that can do a lot of damage if you not careful with these, they can absolutely delete you, so. So watch out, I'm just going to heal up once again. I think what you can do is head round and turn off the turrets first if you want to. There's a switch somewhere around there. So you could choose to take, turn off the turrets first. But I'm just going to do a Jack special, just go straight for kill mode. Once again, D-pad left and right for party members to be in limit break mode. Also activated Lightbringer. It's usually a good idea to activate Lightbringer if there's a lot of enemies near these electric fences, because it just smashes them straight into the electric fence, which is obviously very useful. Can pop this. I think that's the switch that deactivates these barriers and also deactivates the turrets as well. So if you wanted to go and press that, the option is available. I'm going to flee. A few more enemies. Just going to go Lightbringer. Allies into limit break once again. Be careful. Health is looking a bit low. Just going to absorb that arrow attack there. I need to keep on top of our health as well, because like I say, you can get deleted pretty quick. I'm going to switch over to White Mage just to make sure we've got a bit more survivability here. This catch-all is going to be a pain. Got him. Managed to get him with the action ability there. We've got Aftershock, which does insane levels of break damage. It's 1, 2, 3, and then it's action. So 3 RBs and then action is what we've got set for that one. 1, 2, 3. Aftershock. Just massive break damage that does. Okay, so other than that, we're going to press on this. Lowers that bridge. And we need to activate this elevator, so what we'll do is grab the loot first. Use flee. Don't think there's anything else knocking around. So we'll head back across. Apparently we've got an enemy that we've not actually taken out, so I might as well just give him a cheeky aftershock. There we go. So that's that. Then we need to press this again and head back through. I think that activates these turrets, but it's all good. Smash on through. That's that. Then this elevator should be active. We can head on through, pop the button. Okay, head on up. I think this might be coming towards the end of the stage. I actually completely forgot about that entire section that we just did there, so that's why I thought it was the boss fight, but it was not. Okay, so yeah, this is just gonna check round the back. Sometimes it will drop. Yeah. Treasure chest around the back, so we'll grab that, and then we'll prepare. I think we will go in with Ronin just because I want the experience points for Ronin basically, so we'll try our luck with that, but I'd recommend going in with like the highest jobs that you have essentially. The Samurai unlocked. So we won't switch to it just yet, but we'll just put that to one side for now. So I'm going to use Anima Shard in Ronin to level it up a little bit. Looks like we've also got Duelist, so we'll level that. Battle settings, equip some stuff. Okay, looking good. Ronin has some combo abilities that we can set, so we probably should check that out, because in the minute we've just got this Jinpu attack. So we'll switch this out a little bit, go for that one. That'll do. So we'll just mix it up a little bit with those abilities. And Venom, we'll probably, yeah, we'll keep Venom for now. That'll do. Other than that, we should be good to go. So let's head on in to the actual boss fight itself. If memory serves, this one can be a little bit spicy. Bit of a spicy meatball boss fight. Once again, I'm going to skip through the cutscenes and jump straight into the boss fight itself. Okay, so for this first one, just want to dodge to the sides, party members into limit break mode. Ideally, we want the party members to take a little bit of the aggro so we can cast the buffs. So Hastegar, Regenga, anything else you might be able to cast. We can attack from the back here and do critical strikes. But you just got to be careful of the tail whip. So we just blocked there and dodged backwards. Watch out for that one, it's a bit of a spicy meatball. Don't forget with the purple attacks you can absorb them with your soul shield. And you can soul shield attacks in general if you want to get MP back. And also increase your MP. Just going to work our way around the sides here, attack from behind, get those criticals in. The tail whip is usually a 2. For that particular one you can get really close and just completely avoid the entire attack. We go for aftershock there. So breath, let's watch out. Just back up, or so either get really close for that one or just back up. Just going to back up for that attack. Soul shield that. Breath, we just get really close. So one more attack should take him into phase 2. Just going to heal up first. You can put your potions there before pressing B. Then we'll press B. I'm actually going to play it safe and switch to White Mage, I think, there as well. So this will activate phase 2. There might be a cutscene and then you go into phase 2. So we're going to attack from behind once again. Going to switch to White Mage so we're at a little bit of a higher level. Attack from behind, we're going to go for Aftershock. Whirlwind, you can absorb it. Be careful with your soul shield, you don't want your break gauge to be too depleted as such. So once again, just going to kind of like dodge around the sides here. We can absorb some of that if you want to try and get some of your MP back. Keep your health topped up. Make sure it's not too low. Once again, that one we can be very, very close and just avoid the entire attack. 2 whips on the tail whip. For the most part here, I'm just making sure that I'm not like directly in front of him, because you can do an attack where you can do like a laser blast forward, and if you're in that blast, it can delete you pretty quick. So gotta be careful with that one. Okay, so party members back into limit break mode. We're going to smash away, get those critical strikes. Watch out for the tail whip. Hold down block. We go Lightbringer there, so you can do some more break damage. Just make sure to keep your health topped up. So when his break gauge is a little bit lower, feel free to go Lightbringer, because then you can do some more break damage. It'll make it easier just to kind of like finish off the fight. But other than that, that is the stage. There's loads more video game tutorials, boss guides and walkthroughs on my channel. Some videos have just popped up right now, feel free to check them out and give them a click. I've covered loads of games such as Elden Ring, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Neo 2, Ninja Gaiden and loads more. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.